This is the second day, and I already feel a lot of calmer. I feel, I don't know what the word is. Like, I just feel that, yes, I'm ready for any situation. Give it to me, I would kill it. That's what I feel. So I have some difficulty with our words. So I used to like last week I want to ask a question to my professor. I want to ask, how do we actually make a robust model? And then that's what I just stutter, right? So when I was at class, I couldn't even say the R, like even I could even utter any syllables of that word. So I mean, like other stutters might like repeat the syllables. I was about to ask whether if I should give digital signature or the real one. And when I want to say the digital, I was like D, and then I repeat the syllables of D until I could say it. So I feel my jaw is kind of locked here. I could feel there is pressure here, and what I do usually is I would substitute the word. Halo, Bang?
Ya.
Lagi di mana, Bang?
Lagi di kosan nih.
Oh, di kosan. Enggak, Bang, gue inget waktu itu lu bilang sama gue ada temen lu yang kalau nggak salah bikin organisasi buat atlet
Olahraga.
pensiun, Bang. Iya, yang udah pensiun atau alumni gitu. Masih ada kontaknya gak, Bang? Iya, Bang, ya? Oke, Bang. Yuk, dadah, thank you.
Dadah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really easy, actually. I didn't even realize that it was that easy. I'm pretty surprised that it was that easy. Yeah. It was in junior high school that my teacher was asking me to read Bible verses through the school's radio. I was crying, begging her, saying, please, I cannot do it. I stutter, and she is kind enough and let me not to do it.
Let's talk about it, how kind she was. So what were you supposed to do?
I had to read Bible verses, meaning I had to speak in front of 1,000 students on the radio. So it was really challenging, but at the time she just was close to me. She seemed to trust. I was pretty diligent student, so she just gave me that task.
Okay, so that was the great task. Can you imagine what kind of experience you would have gained? You would have learned so much from this experience. But she took this job, this work, this speech experience away from you. She basically robbed you from the experience. Instead, she should have encouraged you. Don't worry, David. Just do your best. Go. You're such a good reader. But she said, no, okay. Right?
Yes. At first, she really insisted me to keep doing so. But I was crying and even threat her I would quit from my school if you insist me. I think she just had no option but to let me not to do it.
You know
how it happened.
Right, but you know what this crying meant? It is exactly the same when a child doesn't want to go to school and he is crying, Mommy, I have a stomachache. Mommy, I have a fever. And Mommy says, okay, you can stay home. You don't have to go to school. That was the same nature of that cry. And if she was firm enough to say, no, David, you got to do it. If anything, I'll be behind you and I'll help you. That's what she was supposed to do. Instead, she said, oh, okay, I don't want to even deal with this anymore.
Yes. Ever since I just became fully aware of me stuttering.
Yeah, see, that's what happened. You became aware that you are an invalid, that you are a stutterer, that even teacher said, okay, you don't have to read the Bible on the radio. Even teacher confirmed that. She blocked you with this thought that you were sick.
And it is getting worse until I was in high school, because in high school I started having a lot of presentations, and I would get laughed a lot because I would stumble on words. However, my dad was encouraging me to always speak. So he knew that I stutter, but he just kept insisting me, David, you have to speak, you have to lead the prayer, just came forward, doesn't really matter what happened, if you got a bad score, I don't care. That's kind of things that helped me improve. And actually during that high school, I kind of got better because of that encouragement from my parents. They just believe in me. They never said, wow, you stutter, you are weird, and then we have to bring you to psychologists, to doctors, so on. They just, no, you are good. We just need to pray and do whatever it takes to help you. And I guess that's my biggest factor that I could improve at the time, because it was really bad. I would stumble like something like that. I could stumble on every 3-4 words. Just really, I could even imagine how bad it was.
And you now understand why you got such a big confusion in your memory. You understand now why it happened.
Yes.
Can you explain it?
Why it happened?
Yes.
That's a good question. I didn't even really know how it happened, because before I was pretty confident kid and student. I was a kind of student that would really, what's words that I'm looking for, get pissed teachers because I would ask a lot of questions.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, I would say, yeah. But I guess there was that day when I asked question, instead of answering me, the teacher scolding me like you don't ask a question to teachers. And I was, why? I have the right to ask, and I just feel that probably I'm not allowed to speak. Probably that's one of the factors. Probably. Yeah.
Exactly. That's it, right? Children are innocent. Everything that happens to them is because of the adults around the child.
Yes.
So she blocked you. She said, shut up, David, don't speak. And you learn that you need to hide your voice.
Right.
Okay,
yes.
So your parents never took you to any psychologist, speech therapist?
No.
No.
Never.
What about you? Did you go to any speech therapist?
I actually did.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yes. So when I was in college, I went to, if I'm not mistaken, he called himself a
hypnotherapist.
That's it. It was in Indonesia. So he asked me to lay down on a couch and close my eyes. He said, imagine that you were sleeping on the green grass. There's a bird flying, and think a positive mindset. And yeah, it was weird to me, that I think it didn't work at all. It didn't help me at all. I don't know why. It could help probably to other patients like smoking, obesity, but for stuttering, in my case, no.
Once again, when this hypnotherapist was hypnotizing you, did he unblock you?
No, he didn't.
Did he explain to you what is it, stuttering? What is it? What is it that you do that makes you stutter? Did he explain to you?
No.
No. This is why it could never help. Hypnotherapy is a big fraud. Sorry to say that this is an international fraud. Did you have to pay for that?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. It's a business. Multi-billion-dollar profit business. How many times did you go to get hypnotized? One time?
One time.
Okay.
Because I thought right away it didn't work. So
see, I just hope one day people who go to speech therapists, hypnotherapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, neurologists, when they go there and they don't get any results, they turn back and sue this specialist.
yes.
Just really, because he did promise to you that it's gonna work, right?
Yes. Sure.
But unfortunately, stutterers are people who go like, no, okay, it didn't work. I have this case, it didn't work in my case. And they keep going to someone else.
Yes.
That's how this fraudulent business has been invented.
When I was in States, I participated in one program. I wouldn't mention the name. So, but one thing for sure, they really emphasize on breathing technique. I think you know the program, or you must have heard. I don't know, but
I mean, it could be only Maguire program. What else? They emphasize breathing. But there's so many programs. It doesn't really matter what exactly that program was. The fact is, breathing has nothing to do with our speech.
yes, they teach the students certain technique of breathing. We did the course 3 days. I did that in Las Vegas at the time.
How many people were in the room with you?
40, I guess, yes.
So
yeah.
you did it in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
For 3 days. What was the result?
In my understanding, it is pretty mechanical, and I just don't really benefit from the technique. And next week after that, I just never used that again.
How much did you pay for that course?
2,000, 3,000. That's pretty, yeah, the range, I guess.
Okay, let's do the math. 3,000 multiplied by 40.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
That's good. I mean, that's nice for them, I guess. I didn't do any program until I found your class, your program. It's not that easy to find your website or your channel. I don't know why, but I just found your videos and I see the results. That's it. I'm really a results-oriented person. If it works, it works. It didn't work, it didn't work. So at first I joined the group session. It was in October. I had the sessions with other 5 students. I learned much as well in the first month. It also already improved my understanding of stuttering and ultimately my speech ability. And I began to save money. I work in campus. I work outside as well. I save money, and when I have collected, I ask some discount to you, Anna, if you remember. And thankfully, you let me to get in the class with some discount. And here I am now.
The discount was very simple because you already were in the program. So I felt obligated to help you to complete.
I think, okay, I have to finish the class because I have started it and I have to finish that. And I guess I never regret that. It's a great decision that I made. Yes. This is the second day and I already feel a lot of calmer. I feel, I don't know what the word is, like I just feel that yes, I'm ready for any situation. Give it to me, I would kill it. That's what I feel. That's really a lot of knowledge, information that I have to absorb. And yes, it's only been 2 days. What I believe is that I have had the right knowledge and information. The next thing is that I have to speak more and more, apply whatever I know. Otherwise, it will be good. It's whether we use it or lose it. So again, that's probably things that I would say. If you enroll in the class, you would get informed the right knowledge. But if you don't do anything afterwards, that's going to be useless. Your program is the only program that I think only emphasis on the natural way of speaking. No tricks, no manipulation, no strategies, just the right way of speaking, the natural way of speaking. Because like you say, when we as a normal person, how do you speak? I don't know. I just do it. I don't know. Yeah, I just speak.